Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know I'm not a waiting person. Good morning, Karen Sims, Twisted Threads, Unhinged Live. Where else you gonna find me? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You already know. Coming with some Monday motivation. Y'all know I always give these a title, and I expect for y'all to press play when you can press play. So, love you. We ain't even get the flower in today. I might have to press pause so that we can get the flower in. But anyway, with everything going on, there was a Kirk Franklin song, and part of the song is like, it's not fair. It's not fair. And so, that inspired the title of this, because it was something that was on my mind of how do we persevere even when we know we right, even though when we trying to have a humble confidence when we walk into rooms. How do we present ourselves so that, one, everything that we say and do are not trauma responses? Yeah, see me, Twisted Threads, with some life coaching on that side, because it's something that we all go through. I need you to know, whether you a church person, whether you are an atheist, I don't care, agnostic, Muslim, I don't care what your faith is, whether all you believe in is just you will have something, you have had something that has created trauma within your life. And our trauma response sometimes is to run. Our trauma response sometimes is to side eye everybody. That's me. That's mine. That's my trauma response. Like, say what now? What y'all doing over there? I don't think I'm going over there because y'all there. I wanted to give a few minutes before I get out this morning, because it's necessary. You are necessary. You're right. It's not fair. The way they're treating you, the inequity that you see on the job, the way that the city treats people that look like you, the way that people critique how you sound, your speech, what you look like. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I want to come to validate one of you who have been stuck in that it's not fair place, because there's something beautiful right after that. It's not fair. There's something beautiful when you take back the power that has been given to you to create happiness within your life. It's not fair, honey. It's not fair, sister. It's not fair, brother. But you get the opportunity to move forward in a different direction, because you can stay in that place of hurt. Listen, I know I can say for my own children, the way that they live their lives is a trauma response for surviving me. Okay? So I encourage them, go get therapy, find somebody to talk to. Why? Because I'm working through this just like the rest of you all. And so wanted to take a moment of transparency to remind you all that even though it's not fair, even though it is unjust, and we live in a world where there are so many different injustices, remember that you still have to persevere. You still have to push forward. Why? Because the world needs you. Y'all know I'm coming for you. Why? Because I want to eat all of the cake. That's why. Even though it's not fair. Take the time to rest. I took some time to rest this weekend. I promise you, y'all, this October is going to be something. And so I took the first couple of days of October to what? Sat down. Why? So that I don't feel overwhelmed and think that I need to quit, but understand the power of rest. This is a message for somebody. Like, share it, go send it out to a friend, tell somebody, come on Facebook. All my stuff is public, because any of y'all that think y'all hiding for somebody, lie to yourself, honey. Don't lie to me. But want to remind you that greatness is within you, even though the people at the job don't see what you do. Listen, they ain't ate your cooked food. They ain't seen your work. They haven't seen your visual artistry. Maybe they haven't seen your interior design. Maybe they even haven't heard your spoken word. So they don't know the greatness that's inside of you, but you do. You do. So don't disqualify yourself because you say it's not fair. Maybe it's just not for them. And it's okay for you to withhold it from them. All of y'all that get me here, this is not what I give to my business people. And you know, I'm praying that the Lord release me over there, because they need to be twisted as well. They need to what? Get threaded. All of those things. But while God is giving you the opportunity to be a resource, to be a place that he can download, Don't keep it to yourself. We're seeing so many people leave this earth and they still had more to give. That's just me. That's me seeing them. And I'm like, wow, Lord, okay, if I see that, I think of comedian David Arnold, and I just feel like he had more to give. We got a lot to go back to, but there was more for him to give. Keith Wonderboy Johnson, like he's already given so much, but there was more for him to give in my mind. Now, if God says we're done, then we're done. But listen, they gonna know we was here. It's not fair. Release yourself. I want to give you that apology that you've been looking for so that you don't waste your time waiting for it. I want to give you the opportunity to make sure you don't get stuck in the but it's not fair mode. Because what happens when we stay in a not fair mode? We don't go anywhere. We actually lose ground when we sulk. I ain't doing nothing for them. I ain't gonna be doing. Listen, do it as unto God. Why? Because he's the one that's going to create the benefits that come back to you. It's not the person. You know, a lot of people walk around with a God complex because they think that they're the reason that you are blessed. Yes, you got that raise. Yes, you got that promotion. But come through, Jesus. Come through, God. We know that was you that opened that door. We know that was you that allowed somebody to see us. And so I want to remind my sisters, we're starting back up with our Facebook Sister Friend Prayer Circle Prayer on Wednesday night. I'm inviting all y'all, get over there. If you ain't over there, go ahead and put it in the search box and join the group. Why? Because we want to be empowered. We want to be reminded that not just when good things happen should we be sharing, but sometimes we got to share our struggles as well. So if this resonated with you, leave a like, leave a comment, say something. Y'all, I'm going through some unfair treatment right now. Pray for me, Karen. Pray for me, Sister Friend Prayer Circle. Pray for me, or just, you know, if you were thoughts and prayers, I send thoughts and prayers too. You want good vibes, I send good vibes. Some people get offended by that stuff. I don't. Why? Because it's a God thing in everything that we do. So I don't care whether you call it vibes. I don't care what you call it. When I send it over there, come on, it ain't me. I'm sending more of God to your area. Why? So that your heart could be healed, so that your mind could be set free. Because when we get stuck in the it wasn't fair, why did this happen to me, we forget the treasure that we are in the world. And I'm saying this because I'm on the other side of that. I get it. It's not fair. Get yourself a therapist. Give me a call. You want some life coaching sessions? We here for it. Why? Because we can't stay stuck. Why? Because our communities need to benefit from our freedom. Literally, our mind and our mental freedom. Our families need to benefit from it. Okay? Our jobs, well, yes, them too. I know that's a sticky thing. You know, pray for me in that area. But we need to be a blessing to them too. Why? Because God is going to use that vehicle in a way like we never knew. And I say that from one job where literally their policy allowed me to send all of my children to college. I need you to know, like, I ain't had no whole bunch of money. They wasn't paying me like that over there, but they had grants that I was able to push forward. So I want to remind you, listen, some things in life are not fair. You ain't got to stay stuck there. You don't have to worry about what the rules are. And I never told anybody before. When I signed those student loans, because them kids was taking too long in school, I sent them. And I really believed in my heart. I was like, Lord, you're going to cancel this, that. And here we are. Woo! Here we are. Good morning, cousins. I thank y'all for y'all support and for y'all love. But you know, there are things in our life when we think about even the loss of loved ones, be like, look at them over there, Lord. They ain't even loving on their mama. They not loving on they aunties and they grandmothers and the people that's close to them, and they get to keep them. But for whatever the reason, that we know that when we have to say goodbye to a loved one, when we've got to kind of muster up all of the trainings, like, you know, all of the things that we were taught, all of the lessons that we will learn, that is now the time. It's time to activate us. And so whether it's a smile, listen, if you in the area with any of my cousins, you're going to see a smile, you're going to have a laugh, because that's just what we do. Our family, we want to present joy to the world because we know that happiness and joy, it heals. It gives us the opportunity. It don't mean that we're not crying. It don't mean that we haven't shed tears. Honey, we've shed tears together, and some of us have shed tears one by one. And many of us, this is the reason why I pray for my family. because I don't care nothing about these Facebook posts. I promise you, these are the people that I know, and I know that when certain things happen to us, we hold it deeply. That's who we are as a family. And so this, if it's only for us, family, I promise you, I'm fine with that. But I know that it's for more people. Something in your life happened and it's not fair, and you want to go into that next thing with that trauma response of not trusting, of not knowing, of not understanding what's about to happen. But listen, we in the fourth quarter, so I gotta give y'all some fourth quarter energy, some fourth quarter blessings. Listen, the scorecard might see us being down, but we about to flip this thing and turn it upside down so that this last quarter, not only do we win, but we have the celebrations. We have the parties. We gonna eat the cake. I'll see y'all at the gym. Y'all know how that works. We can't eat cake because it goes straight to our hips. Except for you doing that. I don't know where the cake go for you. I love you though, girl. We gonna eat the cake though. And so I want to remind you, get this apology. I'm sorry what they did to you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that hurt. I'm sorry that it is hard right now for you to move forward in recovery. I'm sorry. I want to give you the apology that you've been waiting for to free yourself. And I'm going to take a moment for that. And now I want to give you permission, because some of y'all waiting for permission to win. You waiting for permission to start your journal. Like maybe it's not a book right now. It's just you want to journal this space that you're in. And maybe tomorrow it'll be a book. Maybe tomorrow it'll be a movie. Maybe tomorrow it will inspire your children to figure out how they get through difficult things in their life. I know that's a big thing. And so my children have videos, you know, I could send them something. My grandkids will only half of them be like, oh, that's Mimi. The rest of them is like, oh, she talking again. It's all good. I don't mind it. What I do mind is that we stay stuck. We can't do it. We cannot stay stuck. We cannot stay in the places that we're in. It's not fair. Your life was harder than maybe your brothers and sisters. Your portion was harder than the people in your community. Honey, our part is harder just because of melanin in our skin. Hello, that part. It doesn't matter the reason, because what comes after the but is this: we win. Okay, my boo, he know he's got a slogan that he started, and I continue with it every single day. Y'all gonna see gear with this message, because I remember the first thing this was one of the first things that I saw about him, and it was and I'm gonna tell it because I got it in black and white, I got it in purple and white. It says, no matter what happens, I win. So come with it. If you need to come through with it, come through with it. It don't matter if you come at me sideways. Why? I win. If you come at me to lift me up, I win. Okay? Because no matter what happens, I'm going to learn the lesson. I promise you that. So if it's just a training ground, listen, those failed relationships before now, I don't have any problem with saying it, with whether my boo watching or not. Alfred already know. I didn't bring any of that into here because I knew that those were training grounds. And then when I see certain things, I get to respond differently. I don't have to come through the same way. I ain't telling everything. My mouth moves a lot, but it could move more. I could be telling more. I could be sharing more, but I let time show what needs to happen. I let time be the presenter for what it is. And you know what? I got an inkling, cousins, because I'll be like, ooh, I'm engaged now. Y'all know I'm going to come over here and give y'all relationship advice now. Honey, I laugh at myself because that's what we see the rest of the people doing. I'm trying to figure this out. He's trying to figure this out. We trying to figure this out together. If y'all see something and you like it, God bless. If you don't, well, keep scrolling. That's how this works. I crack myself up when it comes to this stuff here. Only got a few minutes because I got to get to the office, but this was in my spirit, and it was one of those things of, yeah, we would like it easy, but many of us have already gone through the struggle. Honey, this is literally the time that we get to figure out, how do we do this without the struggle? How do we do this without the pain? And sometimes you got to do it through the pain. So I want to give that reminder. It's not that it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. If you break your leg, you sprain your ankle, the recovery of that, it hurts, but you get better. And so I want to remind you, don't focus on the pain. Don't focus on what happened in the sense of it's not fair, but focus on I'm going to get better. My heart is going to heal. My mind is going to be at rest. I'm going to have peace within my spirit. And then I could go on and do something else. Because you know why? I promise you, somebody watching you. It's a kid. It's a cousin. It's a family member. It's the man on the street. Listen, I was watching the Unsung. And they had an Unsung for Crystal Waters. And she wrote that song, She's Homeless, the Gypsy Woman. And the la-da-dee-da-da-da. Listen. That all was about something that she saw and then put words behind it. I love it. We funny. It's always something that's going to happen. So prepare yourself for impact. Get this apology if you don't get it from nowhere else. I promise you, in my life, one of the things that I thought that I needed was an apology from my children's father. Y'all know I got 5 kids and one knucklehead. It's all good. God bless him. I don't have no hate for him. But I thought that I needed an apology from him. And the funny thing was, when I did get an apology for how I was treated, how maybe he could have done better. And the thing is, when I got that apology, I actually realized that I had moved on from that place, that I was in need of that apology. So some of us are holding on to something that we don't even need. There's a thought in your mind that you need an apology from somebody, and you've already moved past that. Your heart is already healed, or you're in the healing process right now. Be okay with that. Be okay with knowing that the love that you have in your life. And for those of you, because I don't want to make it seem like everybody feels love. If you don't feel like you have loved in your life, here's what you need to do. Start doing small things to love on you. Do the things that you like to do. Go to the movies. Take yourself out to dinner. Buy the ice cream. Eat the cake. Go to the gym. Take a walk. My sister and I walk in our complex every single day. And you know, people stop and talk to us. I'm not that person. My sister is that person. She know all the neighbors. I don't know none of these people. Okay? I don't know any of these people. But because we're walking, they stop. Hey, so good to see you. How you doing? Oh, you motivating me to remember that I got to get out there and walk. Now in this cold weather today, I'm going to try to figure it out. We're going to put on some hoodies and we're going to get out there. Okay, it's cold weather for me. Okay, it's cold weather for me. For the rest of y'all, it's probably colder. We're going to have 60 degrees today. I know, I spoil quickly. Okay, heart healing. Yes, Mom Hazel. Not only is it a necessary thing, it is a blessing when you realize that you've been healed from something. But some of us don't do the heart check enough to realize that we were healed. Like when I got that apology from their father, I didn't realize that I was already healed from that need because I didn't do a heart check. So now what do? I do a heart check as often as I can. I take a moment in silence. And I want to leave you with this one last thing. For those of you who pray, never forget to leave time for God to speak back to you. This is a mandate. Because some of y'all asking for stuff and trying to figure out why it won't come through. And God is trying to get through to you. Ooh, I felt that one. Child, listen. Okay, I'm going to act right. I'm not going to act right. So this is also your PSA that we coming through in October. It's the final quarter. We declared some things back in 2021 that now we are. You too, Marla. God bless. I promise you. We said some things in 2021. We said some things in the beginning of 2022. We declared this the year of the woman. And then, and then all hell broke loose against women. Why you think? Come on. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It don't mean it ain't gonna come. So expect the headaches, okay? Bring your Tylenol, bring your ibuprofen, bring your whatever you need to bring, because the headaches are gonna try to present themselves. And when they come, put on a friendly smile. Don't laugh, because you'll probably be in the face of your boss, and laughter might be considered something else. But come on here and tell me, Karen, I'm laughing, because listen, they're gonna try it. It's October. They trying to knock you off your game. Why? Because we that close to the win. So remember, y'all know I'm here for the win. I'm here for the win all the time. I'm here for the celebration and the cake. I love y'all. Understand, it's not fair, but we still got to go on. It's not just, it is not equitable, it's not the pain that we want to experience, but better is already here. All we got to do is walk in it, and I promise you these things will manifest as you change your mind. Don't go into this week thinking I'm a victim of anything that has happened to me. Think about yourself being the winner, victorious. All the people that got the W's in the football scene yesterday, like, we celebrating with them, and others is trying to figure out how do we recalibrate strategies so that even though we lost last week, this week is going to be better. I love y'all. I promise you. I don't think I saw one person on here that I could be like, I love all y'all. At least if you're on my page, because I believe in the ministry of delete that profile from my friend list. I promise. Love you. All of the things. Be great this week. Do something outside of your comfort zone. Try something new. Even if it's just a new snack, a new piece of food, go for a walk. Let God speak to you. Why? Because the world is still a great place to be. We are alive. That means that God has something that he wants to do through us and for us. I love y'all. Mom Hazel all the time. I don't speak to you, but as often, but I love you for your prayers. I thank you. I thank you for your spirit, and just you just dope. That's all. All my cousins, all my family. Boo, I think you done went back to work now. So yeah, go back to work. Go back to work. Have a great day. Be blessed. And as always, make it an amazing day.